First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80.
They'll run for the first time with the speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Back to throw. Bryant. Over the middle, complete. That's Gibbs. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
19.
From the gun on 3rd down. Bryant. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. A nice pickup of 17 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bryant under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quay Walker came through to make the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
19 Tiger. Bronco 80. Go.
Back to throw. Bryant. It's caught on the right side. Williams. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down. I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points would put on the board.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Love now. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Green Bay.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Calling a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Ready. Check 2. Check.
They go with Jacobs. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Play fake. Here's Love. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Packers first down.
On the set. Ready.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down at the 31. You talk about this Lions defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if we can get to it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Set. Hut. Set.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second and 9. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Ready.
Throwing. Love. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and goal, Green Bay.
Ready?
Jacobs is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
22 needle.
Jacobs again. And this time he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Ready? 19 targets. Go.
Looking to throw. Bryant. To the left side. He finds to slow. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. The Lions are 3-1 here through the first 4 games. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
60 Vikings. 60 Vikings.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Micah Parsons drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll send Watson in motion right. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Play action this time with Love. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Love. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
32. Ready.
Now Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
Let's go now. 33. Green Jack. Ready.
Love looking to throw it. And that's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
52. Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. The interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2nd and 9 now. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man right side is St. Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This one swung out to Montgomery. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. They'll look to throw again. Pass complete. David Montgomery the target. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that...
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. David Montgomery as the first half is winding down. And the Lions have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And a potential turning point as they get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Well, Charles, you know, so close. to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Love. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles, as we start the third quarter. Curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And maybe a wrench thrown in the operation there. The snap wasn't great, and this kick is pulled. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key.
And he works free. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Back. Bronco 80.
Now a play fake here on first down. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Let's go now.
Operating from the gun, Bryant. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 11 yards there on a line first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And the Lions are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's a gain of 16
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains, Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Viking, Bronco 80.
Montgomery is in for a Lions touchdown. Well, they were down 6 at intermission, but they quickly erased that deficit, and Charles, now they've got a chance to take the lead.
And while being down 6 points, obviously not an insurmountable lead, tying a game up, that just relaxes a whole team, doesn't it? And now when you add the extra point, you go up, you really feel good about what you've accomplished.
16. Jack Fox to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Go, 10. Let's go. Ram, cycle. 45. One. Set.
Love, they go play action now. We'll get this complete to Matthew Golden. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To throw now, here's Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10. Down at the 33.
Yellow, 43. Ready?
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2.
Brings up second and 2 at the 25-yard line.
On play action. Love to throw. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Let's go now.
Love now. And this is incomplete.
Intended for number 80.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
There, cut.
Back to throw. Love. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal.
Yellow. Ready?
Going back to Love. Touchdown, Packers. Matthew Golden, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have retaken a third-quarter lead. The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
And that is caught for the 2 points.
Successful. And makes the score Packers 24.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
At the 48-yard line.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Ready?
Off play action. Bryant. Oh, short pass here taken in by Laporta. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's good. More on Lions. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready?
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Micah Parsons able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Bryant. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
4th down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Throwing. Love. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2.
Ready?
Back to throw. Love. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter. Get it to your guy in space. And he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into...
And he'll get it. He's over for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Lions have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Come on, ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he stopped immediately there. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Okay, break. Set.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Bryant. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Cowboy 80. Bronco 80. 70 Razor. 70 Razor.
Operating from the gun. Bryant. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Come on.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Here we go.
19-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
Ready,
They'll run with Montgomery. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win.